Kirui, KTN News.
All right, now it's all systems go for the 4-day historic visit by King Charles III and Queen Camilla, as the monarch is expected to jet into the country tonight. Now, traffic along major roads in the capital is expected to be interrupted as the king is set to tour some key places in the city. Now, Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja says the plans to ensure a smooth visit are complete, assuring residents and workers of minimal disruptions. And as KTN Emmanuel To reports, the pressure to have the king publicly apologized to the country for atrocities meted upon freedom fighters has continued to gather pace.
After weeks of planning following the announcement of their historic visit to Kenya, the country is ready to host King Charles III and his wife Queen Camilla. On Monday, through the X platform, the royal family said the king and queen were on their way to the country. Nairobi Governor Johnson Sakaja has already indicated that the city where the king will spend 2 days is ready.
As Nairobi, we're ready and happy to host him. Nairobi has a long history with the monarchy. Nairobi was the first Commonwealth city to get a charter, and before any other Commonwealth city in the world. And it's an honor for Nairobi again to be the first Commonwealth destination that the King of England visits after his coronation as king.
Sakaja says some roads will have temporary disruptions to allow for the movement of the monarch. Some of those roads include Uhuru Highway, Kenyatta Avenue, Processional Way, Langata Road, Wayaki Way, Jogoo Road and Kiambu Road, among others, which lead to some of the places that the king is scheduled to visit.
And you'll see a lot of elements of Nairobi culture, including part of the convoy being matatus, and part of the vehicles having been, showcasing the Nairobi culture with the graffiti on them, which is part of what we're doing. And so we expect minimal disruptions. We'll be announcing in case there is anything, but the program has been farmed up over time.
Their Majesties will have a ceremonial welcome at State House Nairobi. Before meetings, the king will meet with his host, President William Ruto, as the Queen gets a sit down with the First Lady. Thereafter, State House will host a state banquet. The king will also visit the Commonwealth War Graves Commission, joining British and Kenyan military personnel in an act of remembrance before hearing about the commission's recent work to ensure all those who supported Britain's efforts in both world wars are commemorated. As the monarch plans to turn a new leaf in Kenya, the push for reparation and compensation for the deaths during the colonial period is getting louder.
The king's visit to Kamplangata is a mockery, because that is where most of the atrocities against the people were carried out. But if the king visits Kamplangata and issues an unequivocal apology, we highly suspect that the colonialists never buried Kimathi in Kamiti. And that is why all this time the body has been missing.
The king's visit to Kenya is the first to an African country and the 56 Commonwealth countries since he took over from his mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Emmanuel To, KTN News, Nairobi.
Right now, Kenya is